Let's see.
Okay, it's.
See if this, because I can, that's fine. Used olive oil, a little bit of balsamic vinegar, about a teaspoon of organic black pepper, and a teaspoon of sea salt, with about just a little bit of the Rogan Josh. And then we're spooning it around to cover it, cover the veggies, and we dump it onto a baking pan. You don't need to oil the pan because you already have the oil on the veggies. The oven is preheated to 450. Actually 425, but you can be anywhere between 425 and 450. And you put it in. And that's going to be done in about 15 minutes. You can stir it around every now and then if you want to. The longer you leave it, the sweeter it will be, and if you leave it in about 20 or 25 minutes, it's going to taste like candy. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to make some rice. And we're going to do it a little differently from the way you may be used to. We're going to heat the rice first with herbs. Put a bay leaf in. I'm going to put some pepper in.
Okay. Quantity, please.
A
Approximately.
little less than half a teaspoon. Sometimes I'll make up. Oh, that's too much. We don't want to overdo the salt with this. We can always add salt to the rice later. So, quarter teaspoon. When you first start making this rice, you'll want to go a little lighter with the cumin, the coriander, and the fennel. You'll find that it won't taste quite as spicy if you make this often, so you'll want to increase the amount. So we're going to start with about a teaspoon. And about a teaspoon of ground fennel. And a teaspoon of ground coriander. What I'm going to use today is a combination of sprouted rice and quinoa blend. So there are different colors of rice and different colors of quinoa. And I'm going to put in a cup. Then we're going to saute this. Not really saute, there's no oil in it. You can also do this with a little bit of oil. Some people use butter, but if you're vegan you want to use oil instead. I do it completely dry. And you want to saute this until the rice becomes aromatic. Just let it sit till it starts. And over here I'm boiling some water. We're going to add the water to it. I usually either get it really hot out of the tap. Often I'll use, in fact maybe I use the Better Than Bouillon vegetable base, which is really good. So when I add the water, I will have already made it like the vegetable stuff. And I use about, you use this much for every 8 ounces. I'm going to use 16 ounces, but I have spices in there too, so. Oh, some garlic powder. A teaspoon.
So if I wanted to use instead of this, if I wanted to use, and instead of this in water, if I wanted to use vegetable broth.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. If you steam a lot of veggies, just save your water. It's really fun if you're making making long grain rice and you cook beets, it makes a beautiful pink rice. And we can see that the veggies are looking good. And the water is boiling. I use a wooden spoon. Add the liquid. I'm adding 2 cups of the vegetable broth. Put the lid on. Turn it down to low and set the timer. This combination is 15 or 20 minutes, so I'm going to put it at 18. Okay. All right, you can come. Okay, so now I'm going to show you what I have for breakfast or lunch or any time in between. And I vary this all the time depending on what I have in the refrigerator and what I feel like. I generally start with coconut water. This is gray coconut water. It's pure. I buy it by the case load when they have a sale on it. I go to Califon Natural Foods, and he usually calls me when there's a special, so I'll order 2 or 3 cases at a time. You can use plain water, but I like the coconut water. And probably for the 3 of us, I'll make more. So you can mix it half and half too, or any combination. You can also put in orange juice. You just want to have enough liquid. Okay. So then I will use, because I don't want it too sweet, and I'm going to be putting frozen fruit in it. Sometimes I'll put a frozen banana in it. I'm going to use half flavored protein mix. I use the Arbonne pea powder. There's no soy. There's no whey in it. It's all pea protein. So for the 3 of us, I'll put 2 scoops of the vanilla protein. Normally I would just put 1. And this is a smaller scoop because this has no sugar in it. This has only pea protein, what did I say that was? Cranberry protein and rice protein. So it's unflavored, unsweetened. And I'll put 1.5. It's a higher percentage of protein. Now, I often put fiber boost in. I'll put a little bit in. But again, you want to get used to the fiber boost because some people need more fiber. I eat a lot of veggies, so I don't really need a lot of fiber. I'm going to put half a scoop in. Then, these are the tops of the beets. You can put beet greens in, mixed greens. And this is baby kale. If I don't have greens or they're not very good looking, I'll use this powdered green balance. It's greens but in powdered form. When I hike, I bring the powdered, or camp, I bring the powdered greens with me. Oh, okay. Here's some berries. Okay. glass in case you don't like it.
Okay, it's on the
Cheers.